What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chef. I'll be checking in, and I'm here with my dog, man.
El Keisto.
El Keisto the Beasto, man. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, dog?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling light on my feet today. Just a little light. But tell the people why we here, dog. Tell them what we on.
I mean, so here lately, I've noticed that you've become the ultimate sneaker.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So I mean, with that being said, why not give the people a little history and edges behind what we finna do.
Right.
So with that, we gonna introduce Kickin Flava.
Kickin Flava. Let's do it.
Kickin Flava. So the first show on the Kickin Flava series is the Air Max 1 Kiss of Death.
Okay.
So I wanna know, our first impression, what is your thoughts about this particular shit?
So I like the color scheme.
Yes.
I love an Air Max 1. I have to kind of get around to the clear opening part of the shoe. Like that's just, whenever it comes time to shoes, that's kind of always something I steered away from. Just because if your feet hot or something like that, it's gonna get a little foggy.
So with that, this shoe came out twice. The
Okay.
first one was in 2006, and they re-released it again in 2021.
Okay.
And so on the first go around, that was a problem.
Really?
That was a problem.
So what did they run into whenever it came?
So like you said, naturally, when you got the shoe on all day, you going through the motions.
Yeah.
Your feet gonna get hot.
Right.
Gonna start sweating a little bit. So with that, on the second go around, they put perforated holes at the top of the sneaker.
Gotcha.
So when you do get to walking around, you breathe a little bit, so you won't get that little
cloudy
fog.
When you in the car, like, it's funny because we always go everywhere together. Us and the boys and stuff, and every time we get in the car and it's cold outside and we just got that hoop and the car get the fogging up. And everybody crack your window. You need to breathe. Facts.
So with this, like I said, it's one of my favorite shoes. I was lucky enough to come across this at a very, very decent price. You know what I'm saying? So, outside of that, resale value on this shoe, I want to say it's probably like close to 200.
200. That's not bad though.
So just depending on your size.
And a lot of times people think that's a lot of money because, women especially, because they can go get some heels or something like that for $15.99.
Call it a day.
Call it a day. We ain't got no options like that.
No, we
We really don't have any options.
Especially when you start getting into like the extended size.
Yeah.
So, but I can't tell you last time I paid $50 for some shit.
Oh no, it's always three numbers.
Easy.
Always three numbers.
Every time.
But isn't there some type of importance to, if my knowledge is correct and what I've been told and taught and things like that, the Air Max 1 is what saved Nike?
In its true essence, probably so, yes. I know. So you have the actual saving of the brand for the Nike, and then you have the Jordan brand saving, Jordan 3s.
Yeah.
So in that essence, yes, there's some truth to that. I do know for a fact that this shoe was modeled after the George Pompidou building over there in France. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's just this big building, like a warehouse almost, glass everywhere, so you can see all the pipes, all the intricate works that go in with it in the building or whatever. And that's where you get the visible Air Max bubble. Just give you an insight to what's inside your shoe and what's making it comfortable.
Right.
For not only for your every average day person, but also the runners. Because I don't think people know that this was originally a running shoe.
Oh, I'm not running in those.
Oh no, not now, no, not now.
Oh, no, sir.
So back in like 1986, 87, that's when this Air Max 1 was introduced to the world.
Right.
And that's where the Air Max, lineage came through. So you had the Air Max 1s, the 90s, 95s, 97s, Air Max 2s, Air Max Tailwinds. It's a whole...
I'm just saying, them people in there trying to write that down.
It's a whole series of it. So,
yeah.
Just introducing that to the world, there was a lot of speculation behind it as well. Because people didn't know. They didn't like, what do I need to see this for? But when they came out with that commercial and you see that compressed air comes back through, like, oh, that's what I'm running on.
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
Facts.
And ever since then,
So before we dig more into the shoe, because you kicking a lot of flavor to us right now. We had a kickoff flavor in the kitchen as well.
let's do it.
So something that we're always gonna do is tie in some type of food to either the shoe, the history of the shoe, the name of the shoe, or even simply just the colorway.
Yeah.
So we're around the time of Valentine's Day, and the name of the shoe is Kiss of Death. So a lot of people don't even understand that Valentine's Day really isn't even a lovey-dovey holiday to originate with.
Yeah.
You know, it has a lot of backstory and a lot of back history on it. But I'm gonna let you tap into it because it was interesting when we read across it and was doing our notes and everything. Just tap in and give them the real definition of Valentine's Day.
So I mean, when it comes to Valentine's Day, it's more so, as a late tradition in the world, we celebrate it as a day of love to, you know what I'm saying, honor the significant others of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, way back when, you know what I'm saying, there was a thing called the Valentine's Day St. Valentine's Massacre. So it was the murder of 7 members and associates of the Chicago North Side Gang in 1929.
Right.
But before even then, it was one of those, it's a Christian feast day honoring a martyr named Valentine's. And if people don't know, a martyr is someone who sacrifices themselves for what they believe in or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's where Valentine's Day, for me, from what I understand, kind of originated at.
Yeah.
Then it just along the
just down the
years,
line,
it just turned into one of them things like, man, we found for the love on you today.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Let's go.
But really, it wasn't no love going on
No love
at all.
whatsoever.
Which, I mean, a lot of our holidays are curated and built on that same format to where it has a different meaning. But, you know, of course, whether it's for money purposes and getting people to spend more money and everything like that, everything has kind of like evolved into their holiday. It's not the original meaning or the original purpose of the holiday.
Yeah.
But just to tie that all in, I stayed with the sweet tooth just because of the fact of Valentine's Day and everybody's thinking chocolates, candies, cakes, cupcakes. And if you know the history of Chef Hoppy, you know I started with bacon.
Yes.
So we went on ahead and did an orange pound cake with the orange glaze on top. I kept it real simple, but it was effective. Now, I had you in the kitchen with me.
Yes.
We were cooking up,
Yes.
doing our thing, and you had a couple questions.
Yeah, bro. So when I seen this particular ingredient, I questioned a lot of things. I don't know what to question you when it comes to the kitchen, because I know for a fact, any given moment you're gonna handle your business.
Right.
You been doing it, with the apartment. You know what I'm saying? So, mayonnaise, please enlighten me on why mayonnaise is one of your key ingredients in the recipe of your pound cake.
Fix my stuff up.
And you think?
No, just a lot of people don't realize that desserts and really anything sweet, it feeds well and feasts off of fats.
Yeah.
So natural fats or things that have a natural moisture to them. So whenever making the pound cake, especially, you always want to keep it moist, keep it, you know, fluffy.
Yes, sir.
You know, and things like that. So things like sour cream, mayonnaise. Another one is
Wait. Did you just say sour cream?
Oh, 100%. If you don't have some recipes, or if I'm just having fun and playing around, I'll put mayonnaise and sour cream in a cake.
And we be eating.
And y'all be eating.
Don't even eat it.
Ha! Can I get another slice? Why you eating mayo, boy? Why you eating sour cream, boy?
Hey, I can't even lie to you. Hey, brother.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Appreciate
Do your
it.
thing.
So, and another thing is, one way to amplify sugars is to have a hint of salt. So that's why so many of the salty sweet combination work. The pretzels and chocolate, the peanut and chocolate, and caramel with those things as well. Like, it's that salt that has the last little kick to make the sweet good. So even with, a lot of people don't know, you're addicted to McDonald's French fries because they have some sugar in their salt. So those two barriers together just create something great.
So it's like how Coca-Cola was.
Well, I don't know if they was using salt.
It was something.
No, but hey, man, let's cut the cake and let's try what's up. Let's eat some mayo.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, bring your plate on over, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Just go ahead, dig in, taste it, and tell the people how we going.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, dog.
Oh, no.
However you mixed and mastered this, say, nah, this.
I appreciate it.
And I get what you're saying when you're saying it keeps the moisture in it. And it also makes it soft.
And this is my first time making this recipe as well. So, you know.
Say that again for the people.
This is my first time making this recipe. No, yeah. So just really whenever we were in the kitchen and creating everything, it was kind of fun for me. One, because you got to come into my world and really see how we get down and stuff like that. But really just the thought process and all of the small details that go into making the cake or making something beautiful. The same way with the shoe, there's a lot of details that make the shoe the shoe. You know, anywhere from sifting the flour or whisking the egg whites to make sure that they're fluffy to go into the cake. There's a lot of stuff that goes into making a good final product. Or even with the bottom of the shoe, a lot of people don't even know because you're just walking on the bottom of the shoe.
Yeah.
But they have it to where it reflects, or I shouldn't say reflects, that's a good, it mimics the idea of Chinese reflexology. So, you know, just having those small key points and pointers the same way that we had in the cake, just kind of show what kind of thought process went into creating the kiss of death. So, I mean, there's so many different attributes and details. Point out a couple more for the people.
Alright, so before I even get to like the intricate details of it all, we just gonna point out this ostrich leather on the back of
Right.
this thing on the heel collar.
Them look like my church shoes back in the day.
Oh boy, Easter Sunday sharp, boy, stepping, big stepping, boy. So yeah, so that's just one of the small things. And then on the swoosh here, you got the snake skin, you know what I'm saying? Something subtle. But then on the back, so in 2006, the original color on the heel was orange. When they dropped it again in 2021, they changed it to a reflective red, so like 3M. So if you take a picture of this, it's gonna flash. It's gonna, you know,
Yeah, it's gonna
come
pop,
up bright
yeah.
to you. So
Why do you think they changed the look? It just cause something fresh, something new, and just added details, or was there reasoning behind it?
To my knowledge, I don't know if there's a specific reason to it, but I do know when they do retro a lot of shoes, there is like small little subtle differences between the original and the retro version of it.
So, but wait. Before we even move on, what was you doing in 2006? Like, what was going on? What was hot? I think
2006.
That's the year that the Longhorns.
Yes.
My boy.
I stayed up past my bedtime.
Yeah.
So,
My boy QB. What? Arguably one of the top college quarterbacks in my opinion.
Probably one of the top 10 greatest college football teams that we ever saw.
Yeah. They beat USC in the Rose Bowl.
And they was.
I mean, go ahead and name drop, bro. I've been tiptoeing around it. Go ahead and say his name, man.
You got Vince Young.
Boom, that's it. That's all I needed to hear.
My bad.
That's all I needed to hear.
No, Vince Young was a different man, bro. Different beast.
What else was going on around that time?
That was around that time too, with that snap and roll movement. You had the lean with a rock. But hey, no, hey, brother, my dancing days is long behind.
Let me see it, bro.
If you want to see that though, I'm gonna introduce my boy T. Ron a little later. You know, then you want to hit the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but also like 2006, that was just like prime year. I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
So like, I was like 12. I was just living life.
Yeah, I was probably about 9, so
just going through the motions.
That's when Facebook and Twitter dropped.
Yes.
That was really that transition year, cause you know MySpace, we used to have the music on the page.
Y'all remember Bebo? Ooh, boy.
What else was hot back in the day? Man, I think Kick had just that wasn't around yet then. No, I was a little bit older when Kick dropped. That was messaging app or whatever.
Yeah, that was
That was Snapchat before Snapchat.
Not for real. Hey, we ain't even gonna talk about that. That's
That was Snapchat before Snapchat.
2006. That was really like when you started seeing the shift in the technology. That's when
100%.
you really started like seeing different variations of the phone. If I'm not mistaken, the Razor came out, man. Say
The Razor. Did you have a Razor?
Nah. My brother had one, though, you know what I'm saying? So I was living off that.
I think my sister had a pink joint, and whenever she upgraded, I couldn't wait to get that phone. Like I was like, I don't care if it's pink, it's a Razor.
I don't care.
Like it was between the Razor. The Razor was the monumental one, and the Sidekick. That joint where you put it sideways like that.
Sidekick we was out at that time. Let's say, now the
Man.
Sidekick came. You had a keyboard.
You slide that joint up with 2 fingers like that.
It's like they pick a two-way page in the phone
Man.
together and called it a day.
Yeah, bro. That was really like the big boom in 2006 of technology, like you were saying, and everything like that. But fast forward to 2021 when they dropped the second version, we middle of COVID. It's interesting that they dropped shoes or dropped a re-release in 2021 just because of everything that was going on, where the world was. And really the world was divided because you had people that couldn't spend money and just didn't have any funds coming in. Then you have the other side who was thriving and living off of the economic standpoint where we were with COVID and everything like that.
At that time in the United States, Texas, as we know, had the best economy through that period.
Facts, 100%.
So it's just to know that, like you saying, there's two different sides of it. I was blessed enough to not see the other side.
Yeah.
So I was still, you know what I'm saying, being able to collect the check, get money in, and things of that nature.
Right.
But I've also
Shout out to Nike. Shout out Nike.
That's what I'm saying. But I did, you know, have people that experienced the other side of it, you know what I'm saying, with losing the jobs and things of that nature, things just closing.
Right.
And people couldn't make those ends meet. But if you was in Texas around that time, it wasn't a good time, but it was still a good time.
100%. Yeah, I think we probably was a problem. You know, it was just because all of our whole friend group was so close knit that we were throwing kickbacks and parties, just, you know, our immediate friends and, you know, a couple of, you know, extra people. But it was really just a time for us to come together as one and to get to know each other's visions and dreams. Like, I think ideally 2001, let me know if I'm wrong, is whenever you really put together the concept of Kickin' Flava with your shoe cleaning side of things. And
So yeah, that's where me with Kickin' Flava had always been a thing. I think I started that probably like mid 2018. Just hopping on the ground, talking about a shoe, recording a shoe, give you little tidbits from here and there. And then during COVID, that's when I introduced the restoration side to it.
Yeah.
Started cleaning shoes, and that helped me through COVID as well. Just like, you need your shoes clean, bet I got this product, let me get it back, and it went from there. I think that first like 2 months, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'll clean the shoes.
Man, I remember I was sending people your way like crazy. Like, it was just like
You the reason why I was introduced to the NFL.
hey, that's what it's really all about. Like, I've never been in the standpoint to where I wanted to gatekeep or not make sure everybody was thriving. You know, of course I'm not finna have another chef come cook for my clients and stuff, but I will have my boy come in. Hey, he looking for somebody to clean the shoes. Boom, do it that way. Hey, you know, in different avenues of which everybody who had a passion in or was thriving and trying to grow in, I always made sure to plug in. And I'm glad that was something that I could do for you because it grew us into where we are now, to where we're sitting right now. So.
It's just much appreciated for sure.
Oh, no.
Because like you said, during that COVID period, I think all of us grew fonder of each other and understood like how we move throughout life, different emotions and things of that nature. So
100%.
that was, Yeah, that was a time.
That was a time.
Big time.
But since we're talking about time, what was your first pair of Air Max? It don't have to be an Air Max 1, but your first pair of Air Maxes.
I might let you have to go first on that one. I gotta sift through a lot of shoes.
I think my first pair of Air Maxes that I can remember or that I still have, because mind you, like you said again, I just got the sneaker game probably about 2 years ago. Is the Silver Bullets, the Air Max Silver Bullet joint. I have the gold bullet too, but 97s. Hey, I was born in 97.
Yes, sir.
You know, so it was just, you know, but yeah, that's my first pair. I think I've worn them 2 or 3 times. They have a special place in my heart.
I feel it. And if you didn't know, that Silver Bullet is inspired by the Japanese bullet trains.
Oh, so they really like cousins for real.
Yeah, almost just about. But nah, it's so like that silver color. Of course, it was the color of the train in the sense.
Right.
And then just the model of the actual shoe. If you're looking at it from a distance, it's gonna look like the Silver Bullet train. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen that train before.
I can't remember fully, but doesn't it have some type of reflector on it as well?
Yeah. So that's pretty much that whole
shoe is
almost 3M.
Yeah.
So you take a picture of it.
The whole thing lit up like a Christmas tree. But don't think you got out of answering what
No.
Okay. I would say he tried to kick us too much flavor and thought he was out of there.
So I want to say my very first pair of Air Maxes was probably in like 2002, 2003, the Air Max Plus. So I don't know if people know what that Air Max Plus is, but it's just like, for me at that time, it felt like it was inspired by water because on the side it was like little waves.
Right.
And that was just a smooth shoe. I had black and gray, had the blue with the little yellow hue that came up on the side. You know, I said, nah. But then after that, I want to say my very first pair of Air Maxes that I bought for myself was probably my senior year in high school. Senior skip day. We went to school for that first period. We escaped. Went to Town East Mall. Everybody got a pair of shoes. I got a pair of Air Max 1s. It was like navy blue, gray with a little bit of orange in it. And I still got them to this day.
I think I've seen you in those. I think I remember them.
Yeah, I still got them to this day.
Man.
Posted up in the box. Got a little dust on it.
But you know, but posted up in the box brings us to a good point of the box that this shoe, Kiss of Death, comes in. They have a lot of indicators on the box. You know, a lot of times shoe brands don't really take time to specialize the box or put as much detail and thought into the box as this one. So just point out a few of the key factors, or you know, some fun facts that came with the box. You know, that they're trying to show.
Automatically, you're gonna come to the branding of the brand that they collab with, Cloud. You know what I'm saying? So I was automatic. That was the first thing that I saw.
Right.
Because I knew as soon as I saw the box, like, oh, that's
Cloud.
Oh, yeah. Let me go grab those. And then on top of that, so you got like the Chinese style lettering. It just say Nike Air Max, basically. And then right here, it says Cloud Family. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, to not only pay homage to the man himself, Edison Chin. I hope I said that right. He was the founder of Cloud. Okay. And so for him, in the culture, the Japanese culture, family is really big. So I'm just assuming he couldn't have done it without his family. He was with, so he put Cloud Family on the box. And then we're gonna get into this as well.
Right.
So this little list right here is pretty much everything that Chinese acupuncture can help. And that's what this shoe is inspired by, Chinese acupuncture.
Just read off some of the things that on that list. You don't have to, I know there's 28, 30 things on that list, but just hit a couple of them
So you got stuff for your sinuses, your ears, your eyes, brainstem, the neck, the liver, the kidneys, gallbladder, stomach, all of this. All these things can be healed with Chinese acupuncture.
So it's funny because I've actually been, you know, with being around my clients and things of that nature, I've been around an acupuncturist, Dr. Ho, shout out Dr. Ho. But I've seen it being done before. I've seen it to where the needle hit the nerve and it loosens up the pressure and all of that other stuff. So it's really interesting with how much acupuncture can do if done the right way. Dr. Ho said I think it's his uncle or his grandfather, one of them, he could just flick the needle and it go right to where it need to go and it get you right. Like he flick it like it's, some people, gotta play around, find it, he flicking it and it's right where it need to be. So it was very, very cool to just be able to sit there and watch that and see the client get instant relief or whatever the case may be. But
same list that you see on the box, on the inside of the box on the lid, is also on the inside.
On the inside. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, you still got everything on here, so it's pretty much just walking you through the process.
Right.
And you walk with it on your feet everywhere you go.
But yeah, I think that's so fire how they incorporated everything and all of these things into the shoe, because a lot of people aren't even thinking to read the box or read the shoe or anything or notice these details, but the real sneakerheads, they tapped in.
So like I'm really like a stickler when it comes to my sneakers. Like the history and heritage of it all is what really like fascinates me.
Right.
So outside of the shoe, like being appealing to the eye, I was more attracted to the brand itself, Clyde.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, that particular brand is a boutique based out of Hong Kong.
Hey.
So so there's a lot of ties to it as to why you still see the Chinese lettering and things of that nature. So then another little quick note: the bottom of the insole is the bottom of the shoe, Air Max 1.
Yeah.
And they've always done that. So that's just some small little tidbit there.
So now that we've had fun with giving all the details in the shoe and history and stuff like that, how are we advising people to rock it? Like, I'm gonna have you put together your ideal fit for the shoe, and then I'll put together an ideal fit for it, and then let the people have fun and see if they can really rock this junk.
So I mean, for me, I'm a real simple guy.
Okay, I'm gonna let you hold the shoe so you can.
I'm a real simple guy. So I'm gonna probably find, for one, I'm gonna probably just give me like a simple little denim, nothing too major. I'm a slim guy. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna find me like a little slim table or something, like that. And then me being who I am, I'm gonna probably
I know you going white tee. Stop it.
No.
Stop it, bro.
Alright, so for people who don't know, when we was growing up, everywhere we went, white tee,
blue jeans, and whatever shoes.
It didn't matter what shoe it was always a white t-shirt. I didn't really start getting out of that till maybe my early 20s. Even then, I was still rocking a white tee.
Right, 100%.
Can't go wrong with it, bro. Like,
man, whatever.
I know somebody who won best dress in high school off of white tee, blue jeans, and kid.
That's why you do it now?
Nah, I just like white tee.
So I'm gonna kill him with this one.
I just like white tee. But so, now I'm not gonna put on no white tee.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably find, if I can, so it's a little hint of green up here.
Yes, sir.
Try to find something that's going to bring that out. Because I'm not gonna put on no red shirt. And then this orange is just too bright. I don't want to, have a contrast with that. So go find something like this little subtle green here, probably like an oversized tee or something. And go from there. Something smooth, something simple. And get it out the way.
I think I'm kind of going the same lines as you for sure. I think I'm going fitted jeans, not like the joints I have on. Of course not, because this is like a slim cut shoe, so they would just get lost in these style of jeans. But having a slim fitted look, I'd either go, depending on the time of the year. Of course, now you probably throw on a white sweater or something like that, and then accent it with a green hat that matches that, or a beanie or something like that. Just something. Yeah, bro, just come on, man. Little sprinkles, like how I did the mayo in the cake. Just.
Okay, I feel it.
But yeah, I think that's really the main way that I would go. Really, just let the shoe be the show for real. You don't want to overpower the shoe just because
it's a lot.
There's a lot of details in the shoe. So,
And then, like you were saying with the slim cut jeans, normally on your Air Max 1s, you got a thicker collar.
Gotcha.
On this one, it's a little thinner just to give you, you know what I'm saying, a little more wiggle room.
Right.
And so like that. But I will ask you this question. Since we got this transparent, you know what I'm saying, what kind of socks you gonna put on?
That's interesting because
'Cause
I really
that's
have.
gonna be a
Yeah,
part
that's
of
a
your
part of the
outfit.
fit. I really have a whole bunch of crazy socks too, like Nike socks. I wouldn't go white.
Nah.
I couldn't go white. It would have to be like there's some socks that are the green, or you could go crazy with like some striped socks, and then let that piece right there be another added play in this. But if not, I'm just going black. Like I don't really want to. Either you got to do the most or not do too much at all. So either do the most with the striped socks or something like that, or just keep it plain Jane and go solid black, and let the shoe do the talking.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't go white just because I'm not.
No. If you go white, you have to essentially have a piece of white
Yeah,
on you
yeah.
as well.
And I feel like if you go white, you gotta go brand new. Like, yo, this pair of socks gotta be crisp. Like, they can't be all in the middle of your toes,
No.
stretched out and stuff. Like, it gotta be,
Or if you can find a sock the color of the shoelace,
yeah.
and
Oh,
I
that would be.
got a pair of that color.
I think I do too. I think I actually got some white specks in it, so that might be hard too. That might be hard.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, last little tidbit that we're gonna give them before we get on up out of here. How would you lace these shoes?
Factory lace.
You going factory lace? You're not changing it up at all.
Nope. Factory lace. If anything, I'll probably, as soon as I take it out the box, unlace it, just so I can get my laces even. That's a big thing for me. Like,
Yeah.
when I go tie my shoes, I don't want one side being longer than the other.
Right.
But I go through, unlace it, get my laces back right, get it to where I can get in and get out.
Right.
Get it that factory lace. All I gotta do is just slip the shoe on and go on about my day.
So now, one of the big things on social media, Instagram, TikTok, XYZ, they doing all types of crazy. I've never learned any of the crazy laces. Start at the top, do this, hold the shoelace down on this side the whole time, loop and pull. All that. So you're saying none of that is necessary for this shoe?
It's not. For me personally,
Right.
none of the extra lacing is ever needed per se. Like if you're one of those people who just like express yourself in that manner, cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, bro, you can see right now, simple little tie,
Yeah.
bow tie, call it a day, slip on, because I don't like tying my shoes.
Gotcha.
So I'll find me a decent little looseness of it to where it's not too loose to where it's gonna come off my foot, but it's still, you know what I'm saying, something smooth, like.
Right.
It
Hey,
is.
these are socks right here.
It is.
These are socks right here that need to go in there.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
It's simple. You know what I'm saying? Put it on, call it a day.
Facts. And also, I'm glad we got the socks in, but just wanted to shout out Center as well. You know, we came into their home, we set it up, took it over, and really gonna have fun with some Kickin Flavor and really presenting these different shoes and ideas and different foods as well. So you know, they've been around since 2007, and they're Dallas's only homegrown shoe boutique. So you know they have 3 locations. This is the 3rd and the biggest location, and they're about to ship the party down to Austin
By
as
the way,
well.
this is a very,
Hey,
the ambiance.
man, y'all see the setup? Hey, this all Center, man. This ain't got nothing to do with me. This all Center.
So if you ever find yourself in Dallas, Texas,
100%.
you can come to Bishop Arts. You can slide over there off Mockingbird Station.
There's one in Fort Worth.
Or you can slide to Fort Worth if you don't really feel like making that drive. But I can guarantee you will always be satisfied every time you come through that door. You can always find a pair of socks,
Hey,
get you a pair of shoes, set you up a whole little outfit.
right.
Or you can just come for the vibe.
100%. And
It's a pool table.
it's a pool table, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
But
man.
so every time you find yourself in Dallas, come check out Center, man.
Yep, we appreciate them being the home of Kickin Flavor, and let's keep this party jumping. We appreciate y'all tapping in. This episode 1, Kiss of Death. Mwah, we gone.